We mentioned it earlier. We have a second guest in our studio. He's been hanging out with us. It's the Franklin County Flyers football head coach, Eddie James. Good morning, Coach.
Hello, hello.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Thanks so much for being here. Well, I'm sure we'll get your take. It's the Friday before Super Bowl Sunday, so we'll get your thoughts on the Super Bowl and football at large, and maybe a little tease on the Flyers season ahead.
Okay.
But first, we need to talk about the Gold Standard Job Fair.
Yeah, man. So, our biggest job is to serve our kids. We've got a ton of kids that are good football players, but, college football may not be in the works for them. So we've really worked closely with Brandon Moore and try to set this up. And we've got about 25 people coming from various careers to come talk to our kids. And we've opened it up to everybody at the school, but we just want our kids to see what's out there. Not everybody's going to take the traditional path of a 4-year university, and there's a lot of money to be made and a lot of need in fields that use their hands. So we've got people coming. We've got some plant board workers coming. We've got some HVAC, electricians, just lots of different careers for them to see what's out there and maybe something that'll fit the path they want to take.
And what day is this? Is it next week?
It is the 15th,
Okay.
and it's from 4 to 5:30, and we're actually going to do it at our facility. So we're going to bring everybody in there so everybody can kind of see our facility, and
Nice.
our kids are going to be comfortable on their home turf. And so maybe those guys can see that are coming in a little bit about what our kids do, and because our kids work hard, and this is just kind of a way to give back to them and prepare them for the future.
Yeah, I think that is a great opportunity for kids to see like hands-on and speak to actual professionals and what career paths are out there.
Right, and we like for our kids that are here to find stuff here in our community. Even if they do go to college, but we want them to come back here and make their home here, raise their families here. And so there are lots of good careers here in Frankfort and Franklin County. And just, giving those kids the opportunities to see what they are and what the expectations of those jobs would be is just great.
We have a kid that he's a senior. He'll graduate in May, and he's a 4.0 student, could go really to any college he wants. He's going to go to Campbellsville for 1 year and do their HVAC program and be done in a year,
Yeah.
able to go out and make his own money and have a career and a trade. And, it's a good choice for him. And,
I love the trades, careers in trade, career technical education is just huge, and it is such a great path for specific students who they don't like sitting in the classroom just reading or writing stuff. They like the hands-on, practical opportunities, and again, that's why just kind of opening those kids' eyes to what's out there is great.
Our career center, we've got an electricians program, and our teacher, he's taking kids out. They're working on houses. They're doing all kinds of stuff and getting true hands-on experience that's going to benefit them.
Yeah.
And it's a different way of thinking about education, but it's a need in our society, so we're excited to show that avenue to our kids.
Yeah.
And the Career Center also has like car mechanic programs.
Yeah, they did.
And so
with
that's
with
such an
Ford, they have
everybody's going to be driving cars. So
They've got
it's
carpentry, welding. They just added like a fire science pathway where
That's right,
they're going
yeah.
to come in and be able to work towards being a firefighter. There's just a lot of different options, and so it's cool to see that, especially for our kids. Our kids are active and moving, and sitting in a class for that time is hard for some of them.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. But it is important to shine a light that that not everybody has to do the whatever you might see as the traditional 4-year.
Yeah, there's not a cookie
college
cutter
path.
solution for our students.
Yeah, it's to a
to
kid.
be successful.
It's to a person and what they enjoy and what kind of expectations and things that they want for their life. So I think that's an awesome idea that you guys are doing here.
Yeah.
The Gold Standard Job Fair. What day is that again? The 15th.
It is the 15th
Next
from 4 to
Thursday.
5:30.
Awesome, Coach. We know you're wearing the job fair hat today,
Sure.
and we're talking about that. But just give us a little bit of a tease about the upcoming season, right? When do you all know your first game yet?
So we'll kick off in August. Our first game is against Scott County, which will be a really
fun.
good opponent.
Is that a part of the series that they do there?
It is. So it's
okay.
part of the Battle of Elkhorn Creek
That's
Bowl.
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So
Cool.
But we're working hard towards it. We work in the mornings. We've got up. We get up 4 days a week, and we start at 6:30 in the morning. So our kids are getting a lift in before first period, and we average about 45 middle school kids in the afternoon. So we're having a good off season. Just got to keep working. We have a lift-a-thon tomorrow, so we'll see how strong we're getting.
Yeah. Is it now? And then you guys were so successful in the playoffs this past year and had such an amazing season. Is it? Do you think it's easy to get some of the kids that are coming back for next year to get them involved and get them motivated to go that far and make it even further?
I think so. Every kid's different. So we've got kids that are really excited and fired up, and we've got kids that want to sleep in. So, it's just like anything else. But, we're encouraging them, and I think they see the fact that we're competitive and have an opportunity to play in those games. I think that motivates them to get up and really try to work towards what we're building.
Yeah, I think so too. I look forward to seeing the football season ahead in August, hearing our game of the week, and wish you guys the best of luck, of course. But the Super Bowl, speaking of football, there's a big game this Sunday. How are you feeling about it, Niners or the Chiefs?
I have a 6-year-old who runs around my house in a Patrick Mahomes jersey, so I have to say the Chiefs, because if not, he'll see this and be really mad. But it's going to be a really good game. It's two well-coached teams with a lot of star power, a lot of talent, and I'm excited. We do a Super Bowl party, so our kids, our football team will come to the field house, and
nice.
we watch it together and do it like a potluck. So we're excited about that. My son's into Madden, so he wants to take the Chiefs and play all the boys. So it'll be fun. But I do think the Chiefs will win.
Okay.
Nice. Yeah, it's tough to be. Like we said, I'm not the biggest Chiefs fan, mostly because I think it's the Bengals bias talking, to be quite honest with you. But they're the best out there. You got to beat the best if you want to win you a Super Bowl.
That's right.
It's hard to bet against them. Coach, one last thing. We were talking about shower food earlier in our question of the day. We got a few responses, and we'll check in on those on Facebook. But do you have an answer for us about what you think?
Well, you guys were talking about it. I was sitting over there thinking, like, it just blows my mind.
Well, I know that people would do it.
But I thought, like, a no would be ice cream because it would melt. So, like, that's
call.
a no.
That's a good call.
Steak, like you talked about, would be really hard. I don't know. I normally... I can't say I've ever ate in the shower. So.
I mean,
You never been that pressed for time where like I need to eat a banana in the shower?
Yeah. I mean, again, like a granola bar, a piece of pizza.
Yeah, pizza would. There you go.
Yeah,
pizza
like a finger food. Yeah, pizza, like a cold pizza from the night before or something. I think that'd be fun. Well, Coach James, thanks so much for hanging out with us. Again, the Gold Standard Job Fair is February 15th, right? 4 o'clock to 5:30.
Yep.
Back there at Franklin County High School.
And we still have room. If there's anybody out there that wants to come show off their profession to our guys, please contact me or Coach Moore. Our information is on the Facebook page, but we're trying to get as many opportunities out there for our kids as we can. So if that interests anybody, please reach out, and we'd love to have you.
Absolutely. Awesome. Thanks, Coach, for hanging out with us
all.
this morning. All right, we're going to